Hi folks, oil painting. I sell more oil paintings than watercolour by quite a long chalk, as we say. Right, I've just drawn this sort of fisherman's cottage in, and I'm going to paint it in first, then I'll paint down to it. See how we go. I've mixed some Griffin titanium white in with the ordinary Winton student white. The alkyd in the Griffin paint it mixes with all the colours and it helps the whole painting to dry much quicker. But it's very expensive, this Griffin now. That one was £18, £19 including postage. Quite a lot for, but my burnt sienna, which you just bought, that was only about £12. But that's the student quality. But I love Winsor & Newton burnt sienna. It's a gorgeous dark red, and it mixes very well with other colours like the ultramarine. Right, and good rocky colour. Okay, so let's bit of oil. Got a bit of the old Griffin here. I've done a sort of a rough drawing of this. The board is a 10 inches by 8 inch. Piece of MDF, 3mm MDF, plenty of primer on it. There's a bit of dirt on there. Right, we've got a roof line. I want to put in a bit of black, so a bit of a black tiled roof or tiled roof. Just to put a gable in here. And then clean the brush and get this little one and put in a good dark paint grey and just outline there, just to separate. Give a bit of a edge to like a roof line. Right, I've got to go and clean that up now. Oh, that's been a bit lumpy there. Right, we don't want this perfect, we want rough. Well, as rough as I can get it. Bit of sort of a fisherman's cottage on the coast now. Got my little brush here and paint a bit of a chimney with a bit of sienna with that. And I'll get a dark shadow down the edge. Right, I'll put chimneys on and stuff later on. Now, let's get a bit of dark in for a door. And a bit of a window there. Right, that'll do for a fisherman's cottage. And we'll sort out the sky, and stormy sky, blue, grey, Get a bit of oil in there. I've primed the board with a couple of coats of PVA glue, coat of gesso, white gesso, but since I changed my mind about what I was going to paint, I've put in a burnt sienna ground. You don't have to. I was asked about this, about whether I gesso or stain my canvases. I don't use canvas. Too expensive, too bulky. I've got thousands of pictures now because I'm painting most days and for YouTube. That's all I do, YouTube. I used to do the odd commission, but I don't do commissions now. Not a lover of them because people know how they want them to do, and I like to paint freely now. Bit of mauve, bit of life in the sky. I'm watching the cricket on the television now. Cricket is a sort of a game for the old English Commonwealth, as it's called now. And although I've got a checkered history, we now play cricket. It's lovely. We love cricket in the UK, and good for one of our channels. They're broadcasting it free, which is like, it suits me. A bit darker around the chimney. A bit more blue in there. Clean it up afterwards. So I'll have a horizon somewhere there. A bit of sienna in there. I'll use another little brush just to paint down there. Right, get some lighter colour. I'll sort out the horizon in a moment. Let's get some blue in there and red. A bit of some cloud, a bit of, so plenty of movement. Burnt sienna makes wonderful cloud colour, provided you don't use too much of it. Go back to that colour, mauve. Get some movement in it. Now you can take all sorts of liberties with painting. You don't have to paint realistically. You can paint impressionistly. Got some darker colour over that now. Yeah, England are playing India and not having an easy time of it. the griffin in this will help it dry much quicker. Now we've got a nice sea colour, so let's have a bit of blue, bit of burnt raw sienna, yellow ochre. I don't think I said that. Horizontal, and we can lighten some of that. I might make that horizon even darker, but let's do a bit of rocks. Get a rocky feel to this now. So here we go. Burnt sienna, ochre, bit of blue. Just get a load of colour in there. Paint's great there. I think that the rougher the better. I did a demonstration yesterday. Got to do something for Patreon before Saturday. So it was just it wasn't a copy. It was just a memory painting of a Constable painting that hadn't been seen for some time. It was on BBC, and it was a glorious sketch. Some trees on there. Glorious. Well, it looks like a sketch. It had been overpainted, but it was an incredibly lovely painting. Get some light on there. Just a bit of Payne's grey. Get some dark green. Right, now we'll get some darker colour. I need counter change, so a bit of light coming through into this area here. And now we just go mad with the rocks, just bung them in. Going to put some yellow in, bit of grass, why not? It's taken me years and years to lighten up, and don't paint what I'm copying like from photograph. Just go for it. Make it unrealistic, but there's something that's an immediacy about this type of impressionist painting. We're going to do something there. Tidy that up a bit. Let's get a bit of white. Catching the light here and there. Right, I quite like that. I'm going to leave that. Now let's just start to tidy up a bit. This bit of a right. Let's get see if I can get that Payne's grey on there. But before I do, let's just straighten up the. Oh no, I've got to just take that up there. So you do get roofs like that, longer at the front or the back. Now we carefully touch the brush in the black, or the Payne's grey. Okay, now we'll got to do a bit in that sea. I'm tempted to put a lighthouse in, but I don't think I will. Well, why not? Might do. Well, we're going to have a bit of a chimney. It makes a bit of red. Okay. Lighthouses, they do give us a certain quality to a bleak picture. So let's put that in. Oh, we've got a bit of white. They're always painted white, aren't they? Oh, I have a little bit of. Right, clean the brush. Just clean it with the oil, with the linseed oil. Oh, we've got a bit of a shadow one side. Right, get the white. I'll use a little knife for that. It's probably just a little bit too obvious, but they're quite tricky. There's my little trowel. Got a bit of blue in there. I'll have to do something around the edge of that. It's just too much of it showing. So let's get. And we'll put in a bit of water. Whoops. It's easy to do with a knife than a brush. Oh, that's really down there. Oh, we just lost another wicket. Oh, such is life. Let's clean the brush and just repaint that bit of sea there. Right, I think we have to say with that sky there. I keep my paints in a stay wet palette over night. No, it's almost there. Used to use these tiny little brushes for my Venice paintings. Right, I don't think I'm going to elaborate much more than that. Got to keep the horizon horizontal. That might be going up a little bit there now. Well, not much I can do with that. That's why I turn it round. Okay, well I'm going to let that go. Quite like it. Maybe it's just a bit too dark. Just put in a bit of light in there, I think. A bit of the old yellow. No branches or anything. Right, I'll put that in a frame and we'll have a look, see what it's like. 12 o'clock. Oh, we're buffering the screen here. I'm quite away from the router, so it's a bit hit and miss. Couple of tacks, or pins. There's always a temptation with all paintings to fiddle with it. do we need a little bit more dark in here? Need your horizontals to be horizontal and vertical. Right, well there we are, that's a little quickie. Hope you like it, folks, and see you soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.